Hey guys, how's it going? This is Extrmwill. We're gonna do a real quick video here. Coming up on my 2 years at Marvel Contest of Champions, so let's get back and doing a little bit of YouTubing and yeah, trying to talk about what I've done, I guess, in the last 2 years of my life. So this game has been pretty much a lot of it. We'll go in right here. So it's kind of funny. I just rewatched my video I did from a year ago for where I was at 1 year. I think I'm actually 2 days early, but it's pretty close. I'm probably not going to rank anyone in the next 2 days, so I don't think it's going to make any real difference on my score or anything like that. Let's see, I was at like 280K, I think, or probably like 280 a year ago. I think my goal was 500K. I thought was where I wanted to be for this year, so I'm at 630. So I did 130 more than I thought I was going to. Probably added about another 127 champs in the last year, which I think is pretty good. Let's see. You can show. Can I do this with the mouse? Can I be a jerk? Oh, no, I don't have it set up to work with the mouse. I can't scroll on top of it and show you exactly what numbers I'm looking at, so you just gotta figure it out, I guess. Yeah, top champion is Blade. I recommend if you don't have him, you probably want to get him. And Ghost Rider works pretty well. And then use Yondu, Drax, and Star-Lord. So that's my top five. Star-Lord's also rank 4 or 5 stars Awakened. Pretty nice. So that's normally who I quest with and do everything with, is those 5. They're pretty awesome. Get down here, dueling stats, they're getting up there. I'd like to be doing more 6-star duels, but a lot of times with the dueling, they don't always pull them up. I hope to see that number get increased here pretty heavily. My Alliance War MVPs, I did just, I stepped down from my super high rated Alliance. It's just getting to be too much. I'm working like 60 hours a week right now, so I want to get back into the YouTubing and live streaming and all that, but right now it's just, man, I'm getting killed. Work like 2 days this week, I've already got 20 hours in. I'm scheduled for 6 days this week, 6 days next week. Like, hoping June 1st I want to be back to actually like live streaming. You can kind of tell from looking around in the background, this is nice red glow underneath me. That's Skynet. She's right here underneath me. We'll do some videos on that to describe some of that. I mean, I spent a bunch of money on all this. I got, 3 32-inch screens, and see, we added a bunch of new artwork back there on the wall, and there's my camera. New iPad Pro. Whole bunch of stuff here to make this really nice, and I don't know how to use any of it yet. So be a little patient with me. We'll get it done. But let's get back to reviewing my account. The Alliance War MVPs, I'm up to 6. Pretty good. I had 1 in the in my super high rated alliance. The alliance I'm in now, it's pretty cool. It's a little bit more. I want to say it's more chill and relax. It's more chilled and relaxed and easier on me, I guess, if it is any more relaxed. Trying to get more joy out of the game. Playing at the high end level was just not. It's not as much fun as it should be. It just seems like, I mean, it's cool because you get all the cool rewards, but like some of the stress and the pressure, like Alliance War, like if you die in Alliance War in a high end alliance, like you just want to quit playing, And I'm not good enough to go through every war without dying once. And the spot we were at, it just seemed like if you died once, we were going to lose the war. And so I didn't feel like I could play war, because if I died, we were going to lose. So it was just too much stress. And a little bit happier, where I'm at now. So, we'll see how much longer that goes for. I definitely like stacking up the MVPs. That makes me feel happy. So, total quests, yeah. Daily quests, yeah. Quest fights 1, yeah. PvP fights 1. Those numbers are still about the same, so I kind of like that, think keeping them about the same is good. You know, your total quest fights, your total PvP fights, keeping them the same is good. Highest PvP win streak. I'd like to see me do a lot better on that, but I don't know how much of a lot better I'm going to do on it. You know, that 221. Maybe I could do 300. The biggest problem I run into at that point is I'm sure I could do much more than that if I really wanted to. I could probably tear that number up. The problem I wind up running into more often isn't that I lose anymore. It's just that there isn't that much time. And you know, with the 3 days, how much time I can find to play. I'm sure I could tear that number up. But I don't know, it still wind up being the same thing though. Like, it's still only 221 because I play till I'm exhausted and then I lose one and then I decide to go to bed. But yeah, I don't think I've done too bad with it. You know, top champions are definitely amazing, you know. So we'll get in here at we got titles real quick. As you can see, yeah, I've got lots and lots of titles. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I think the one I use is my generic. I use my shield agents, my noob tag. Woohoo! Which I think I have a better one in here now too, but I don't want to use that one. I still want to use my noob tag. It's probably the one I'm most proud of. You know, I'm uncollected as well, which I guess I should be proud of that one, but see, masteries. Still basically using the same thing I've been using forever. It's still, actually, I think I do 16 in the front right now. I think this one right here, if I click on it, yeah, okay, that'll work, kind of like the mouse. That one I decided to put one in there with doing a lot of the harder, like end game content. I do find myself, I am dying a lot more, so it's taking a lot more damage. So with a lot of the having to revive to do end game content, it makes a lot more sense, I think, for me to have that one on. I still only put the 1 point in it. I don't think there's any reason. I mean, I'd like to take almost another point out of something else, and there's still only have the 15 in the front, but got 16 in the front, make that sacrifice. Kind of what I'm running here at the end. You know, suicides, I got a bunch of it unlocked. I just don't. Game gets too glitchy, and I just don't like having them on ever for anything. I don't notice that much of a difference in arena when I have them on. You know, guys are like, oh, you score so much more from them, and I don't see that many more points from it. I guess you do get more points from it, but if it costs you one loss because your guy winds up bleeding out, then, you know, you didn't really gain anything from it. So I'm just not, I don't know, I'm just not that big a fan of them. They're okay, but I just don't like them. So I run this instead, max bleed. That allows me to put more into defense. So I get the same thing, probably 15 points in the front. I want kind of a little bit heavier on I want heavy parry. So that, and 3 there, and willpower. I still like having that 3 in willpower, even though a lot of guys probably don't like it anymore and think it's kind of useless. I think it's really nice because it allows me, like, if I fight a war, fight like a node in like Alliance War, Alliance Quest, I can a lot of times go in, I can fight a bleed node or a poison node with a champion who's not bleed or poison immune if I have to, without, you know, taking a ridiculous amount of damage. You know, I was taking lane 1 in war for a long time, and there was the poison node, and, you know, if like my Iceman would die before there because he would have to fight, you know, half the fights to get to it, then, I mean, it wasn't that big a deal if I would hit that node then with, you know, whoever else I was using in my attack team. At that time, it was I was using Star-Lord and Drax with Iceman. So, I mean, like, if I had to fight it with Drax, in the poison node there with Drax or something, or Star-Lord, it wasn't a big deal. They could run over the node, you know, only take 5 or 10% damage with having willpower. There's still times, too, you're going to wind up, you know, bleeding or getting poisoned because of some node or something, you know, not necessarily because of the champion in your champion setup, but just because of the nodes. And I think it works better for sustainability. Utility, and I kind of wish I had more points I could put into here, but I just kind of don't, I guess. So it is what it is. I only have 1 on Mystic Dispersion. I'm not other than Ghost Rider, I'm not really using any Mystics right now, so I don't feel too bad about only having the 1 point in there. I still want the 1 point, but I mean, Mystic Dispersion is weird though, because you get too many points in Mystic Dispersion, and I don't feel like you can use your Mystic Champions anymore. I was using Voodoo for a long time, and like I could not play Voodoo with Mystic Dispersion at 3. You were just never able to do anything I wanted to do. Like I couldn't get his L1 when I wanted his L1. I couldn't get his L2 when I wanted his L2. And his L3, most guys' L3s are useless, so, I'm going to give the 1 point. 2 points would probably be a little bit better, but 3 points in most champions starts getting to be, like, overkill. So, and my personal feeling on that, why it's there. Let's see, what's my next point? Champs. So I'm talking a little bit about them already. Let's see, anything up here I need to look at? Probably not. Take a quick look. Now, so we'll go champions. And so we're not just randomly looking. I think we'll break it down here. So we'll go 6. Woohoo, I got Yondu. He's my first 6-star. I got him about a month ago. He seems to be a pretty nice choice. I don't know. I think, the girls, I think I would have liked a little bit more because she has the heal. But he seems to be pretty awesome for getting one. I mean, I was already, with Star-Lord and Drax, I was just hoping to get anyone in the Guardians mix-up for... Oh, I can't. I'm like brain dead now. I'm just exhausted from work. Get anyone to get the synergies from the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff. So, he was pretty good. There's the Cosmic Girl who heals, Angela. Wouldn't mind getting her either. I haven't really used her a whole lot yet, but I mean, she seemed like she'd be really good. She's probably the only one I think is probably better than Yondu to get, because they don't necessarily need to be awakened. I mean, have to be like pretty strong. A lot of the guys they have in there for 6-stars right now, like if they're not awakened, they're just garbage. So, I think it was definitely a really good pull. He's pretty awesome, so really helpful. So here we go. Now it's time for people to start getting really jealous. Like my 5-stars were terrible until I hit about number 23, and then they just went off. Like the next 7 in a row I got were all just amazing. So start with Blade. He's probably right now. He's probably the best champion in the game. I mean, he just runs over the guys who nobody else can fight. So. I mean, against everyone else, he's like, he's okay. But against those guys who nobody else can beat, he is awesome. I don't know why we're flipping through them like this. A lot of them aren't awakens. It doesn't really matter. I only have a couple who are. Ghost Rider, I think Ghost Rider is one of the top 5 champions, and then, you pair him with Blade, and he gets even better. And I think even without Blade, he's still one of the top 5. His prestige is so high. How usable he is. The harder the fight is, the more I want Ghost Rider in it. And a lot of guys are like, Voodoo's really good. Voodoo's really good. Honestly, I think Voodoo is garbage. Voodoo is good when you fight weak opponents. But I think when it gets a real fight, and something more legitimate, I want Ghost Rider. I want Ghost Rider for LOL. I want Ghost Rider for Map 6. I don't want Voodoo. Drax, he's up to 59. One of the few 5-stars I have who's awakened. Star-Lord's up to 63. One of the other few ones I have who's awakened. He's one of my 2 awakened stones I've had to use. So that's how I got most of them awakened. I got Bishop. Yay! What a waste of an awakened stone. Guy's trash. He's really good against skill, and that's about it. He's really good when he has his class advantage. Otherwise, he's just, I don't know. I guess because I have Blade already, I don't need Bishop to fight Magic. I don't think he's that good against Magic either. You kind of got to choose, do you want to be able to do any damage to her at all, or do you want to be able to heal to live through Limbo? Yeah, I don't know. His heal is very subpar. His damage, unless you can get up a ton of charges without killing him, is very subpar. He's not that good. Quake is pretty awesome. Don't really use her anywhere near as much as I probably should. Just got this guy. He's real fancy. At first, I did one of the first arena fights I did with him. He was fighting against class advantage, and I think he also had the rank advantage, the class advantage. He tore the guy up in like 10 hits. I was like, wow, maybe this guy is for real. And because he's really hard on all the super nodes they keep putting him on in the monthly quests, but he just seems like he's probably garbage too. But I'm sure everyone else will tell you that he's awesome, but he's garbage. Psylocke is probably better than both of them. Her damage numbers aren't that good, but with her power control, because you can get guys in that loop really easily, she's pretty cool. Hyperion, yeah, we're just in. This might be easier just to scroll through them then at this point. A lot of these guys are pretty good. I got a couple of random guys. Awaken down here then. Ultron is probably going to be my next R4, I think, right now, even with how good all these guys are, just because of versatility and how much I think I can use them. Everyone else that look through here, honestly, if they were rank 4, I would not use them anywhere. I use Ultron in AQ, because I think he's really useful there. And I think he's probably going to be the next one. It was going to be Bishop there, I thought, and then I just kind of, after using Bishop enough, I'm like, nah. But I definitely got some pretty decent guys in here. So, but yeah, it took me to like 23 to really get anywhere on it. Let's look. 4 stars then. I've got, I want to say almost everyone. Probably not as many of the newer guys. But I definitely don't have all of them. Because I have not been keeping up in Arena. And I don't see a reason. The numbers got much easier here. So I'm hoping in June we slow down a little bit at work. I can get back to the 4-star Arena. Any champion I don't have right now in the featured or in the basic. Hope I can go through and pull them all out. It's definitely not too bad, but any 4-star champion I pull right now, no matter how good they are, they're really just going to be arena fodder. Oh, the maxed out ones all went to the bottom. Oh, so all the really good ones. I was wondering why it seemed weird. Alright. I should know this. But yeah, so here's actually the good ones worth actually looking at. My maxed out ones. Spider-Man, I don't even use him. I think Iceman is better as part of the Trinity. Blade, Ghost Rider, and Iceman. That would be my combination for war. I think they're just much better. With Iceman's ability to fight, defensive ability reduction or whatever it is, with this cold snap, I think that combo allows you to fight anybody and to win every single fight. I don't think with Spider-Man in there, with Spider-Man, Blade, and Ghost Rider, I don't think you have that same ability to win every single fight, no matter who you come up against. I think just the amount that you're able to just destroy and run over with Blade, Iceman, and Ghost Rider is just, it's more limitless. It gives you a lot more options. So that's kind of how I feel about it. I use Spider-Man in there a little bit. I'd like to try to do some testing and see how much having Spider-Man in there in the Holy Trinity really affects Blade. I know Blade makes Spider-Man way better. So, if, Spider-Man is your entire offense, you can use Blade with him, then it'll make him a lot better. I think Blade is kind of useless without Ghost Rider. I was trying to use Blade for a while with Dormammu. We go down here, I have Dormammu's maxed out too. I was trying to use Blade with Dormammu for a while. It wasn't really working too well. If you notice, I do have 2 Blades and 2 Ghost Riders and 2 Star-Lords, because that's kind of what I tend to do. That's what I really want to do. That's what I want to use all the time. If I'd get Iceman in a 5-star, he'd be up there right away too. I'd be rocking two of him as well. I don't think you can ever have enough Blades and Ghost Riders and Iceman. Star-Lord, I mean, I don't really use my 4-star Star-Lord too much anymore. I don't use my 4-star Voodoo at all, though. So, I mean, I don't plan on using my 5-star Voodoo at all. He's good, but I mean, once you get enough guys who are really good, how good is he really? Archangel's pretty good too, but I would say too, like, Iceman is 1,000 times better than Archangel. There's, I mean, Archangel's really good against the guys who you don't need help against, but he's not necessarily going to be as good against the guys you do need help against. You do get a little bit of defensive ability reduction, but not quite enough for me. When you go down, you know, I beat most of the content with my 4-star Guillotine before I got up to the higher guys, so she's always pretty awesome. And Medusa's not awake, so I don't feel like I really have any idea what she can do yet. Like, I've had her for a long time. I got her, like, right away out of the crystals. And because she's not awake, I still don't feel like I have any idea what she really can do. I mean, I've watched other people use her all the time, but mine, because she's not awake, she seems to be kind of useless. Daredevil, I brought him up to R5 with an Awakened Stone, like a week before I pulled Blade. So he sat there. It was a skill stone too. Yeah, so yeah, Daredevil sat there, one signature at rank 5 forever. So I just finally maxed out my Blade a couple weeks ago. So finally been able to start putting stones into Daredevil. So I haven't even really been able to use him yet. But he's pretty awesome in certain like areas. He works really, really well. But the 6-star is useless because you can't awaken him. And you're never going to be able to put stones into him ever. So he's never going to be able to evade anything. He's just going to be useless. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Let's see. I don't know if you really care about 3s. Yay, I have, again, almost everyone. We'll scroll just quick enough for you to not really see everyone, but if you really want to count, oh no, that'll screw up your count. You could probably figure out exactly how many it is. 2 stars, I have like way more than everyone. All of my 2s and 3s are all awakened and maxed out. And probably 90% of them are at max signature ability. All of my 1s, they're all maxed out. They would all be awake too, probably, if I could awaken them. If I could awaken the 1-stars, I think that would be awesome. Like, that 1-star Scarlet Witch, you could probably tear some serious stuff up with her if you could awaken her. But alas, you can't. So you can't. So what's the other stuff we're going to look at? We're going to look at progress. We should be able to look at progress for most of the stuff, where I'm at, what I've gotten done. Anyone who's watched this far and put up with this, thanks for watching, guys. You're amazing. I know, I thought I was going to do like a 10-minute video and not thinking I was going to just start going on and on and on in my whole life story for every character. But, you know, I guess if you watch, that's kind of what I do. So yeah, Act 1, 100%, Act 2, 100%, Act 3, 100%, Act 4, 100%. Act 5, I am uncollected. This isn't showing quite right. I think I need to run one more path on that. I don't know why these aren't showing right. Why is it saying I'm at 30% on that when I need to run one more and then I'm done? Here I am uncollected, and that's about it. I did that a while ago too. I don't know. I don't feel as happy about that as I feel like I should. I bought the Odin to do it because I felt like I wasn't going to be able to make any progress in the game if I wasn't uncollected. It was too far along. And I think because I bought it, I don't feel proud of it at all. I don't like spending money on the game. I think every time I do, I just wind up immediately regretting it and going like, why did I do that? Like, that was just dumb. I think a part of it is, you know, they had a 5-star deal, like a long time. It's probably like, you know, a year ago? Yeah, I guess it was a year ago. For 4th of July, I bought the 5-star shards. Like, yeah! Pulled 5-star Ant-Man and 5-star Luke Cage before he was buffed, and it was like, no! Just complete, just anger and remorse. And yes, I'm not real proud of all that necessarily. This stuff, I should be able to start pounding this out here pretty soon. I think as soon as the hours at work calm down a little bit and I can actually play. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I should be able to start pounding it out here. I do need to come up with a better way to start grinding out units though, so I can afford to do it all. I don't want to buy units for any of it, so I need to do it, grind them all out in the arena, which means I need to stop buying Grandmaster, the Premier. That's not what they're called. What are they called? Are there any in there right now? The featured Grandmaster crystals. Yeah, these things. Oh man, it's just. I've sunk so many units into it so far, like it's just not even funny. Just kind of, I was a real heavy arena grinder for so long, and I would just spend all of my units on it, and not really even like think about it that I probably should have been trying to do other things with those units, like work on beating content. Oh, I've just sunk so much into them already, but like it's so tempting because you get in there and it's like, oh man, 300 units. I'm like, I've hit so many times, I hit with Blade eventually. Blade, though, there's probably like 40 deep before I hit Blade. But I did hit the Blade pretty quickly on, though. I did get the 4-star, and I awakened the 4-star. Like, almost right away on them. So, I mean, that was definitely good. But, yeah, I probably spent 40 crystals on Blade before I finally got the 5-star, which is good, because, I mean, I think normally you have to spend, like, 100, I think. Which is... Oh, can I think of what the math on that is? I want to say it's supposed to be like... What's 30,000 units? Was that 10 Odins? Right? Yeah, it's supposed to be about 10 Odins to get the 5-star. Like, if you want to, like, be retarded and do it that way. Which, I mean, there's plenty of people who can. I mean, who can afford it, and I guess all the more power to them. But, I mean, this is a free video game. Why would you do that? Like, I mean, my entire computer setup here is ridiculous, and it costs less than people spend to try to get some of these heroes, who are just trash. I mean, Bishop is garbage. Garbage. And guys just spend so much money on it. I mean, it's a hobby, though, I guess, so, I don't want to bad talk it too much, but maybe I do want to bad talk it a little bit. But yeah, these are just, oh man, wreck my progress in the game. But yeah, well, no, I got Bishop and Blade, and I got Glaives, like, right away. So, So, well, no, Blade didn't get right away. I got Blade, like, way at the end. I didn't even get him like the first time. I got him like the very last time that they offered him. I finally pulled him. So, if they put Blade crystals back in there again, I'd probably still just waste all of my units on it. Arena grind, hardcore, and just waste them all to try to awaken him. Oh, game's just dumb that way sometimes. Alright, what else do we got progress in here? Yeah, let me try to wrap this up here kind of quickly. I don't even want to listen to me talk anymore. And I'm going to have to sit down and rewatch this to make sure that I like the way the volume is and everything sounds and looks. And so I critique myself for not looking in the camera at all the entire time, because I have a new fancy camera, which is a different angle, and it's in a different spot than the old one was in. It's kind of close to the same spot. We're still trying to get the wall going on back there. I think the new wall looks a little bit more cluttered than I thought. I'm not quite as happy with the picture on the new webcam. But let's see here. Start here. Yay! All through this monthly quest. And I'm not even going to bother with the rest of that. I'm pretty sure I'm just done. This whole monthly quest, last month's was stupid because it was too much energy. This month's isn't as much energy, but some of those nodes, they're just dumb. And honestly, I just don't feel like doing it. I think it's just a waste of time. Same thing with this thing. I got as far in that as I'm going to get, and I'm not even going to try round 4. I don't even care. I literally went in there one time and was like, this is just going to be too much work, and the rewards are garbage, and I don't feel like working that hard, because I'm working that hard at work. I don't need to be working that hard while I'm sitting here trying to play a video game. So that's what doesn't matter. Road to the Labyrinth. Yeah, I'm well above 0%. I should have this done. There's really no reason I shouldn't have this done. It's one of those things too, just trying to find time at work. You know, like right now we have a day off of War and AQ. I do not want to pick the game up at all. I may play Arena for a little bit in the morning and a little bit at night to try to get done whatever I feel like I need to get done. But like right now, honestly, because I'm doing this video, I'm probably not going to play Arena right now again until I need to. I may not do anything, this particular thing. Let's see. So I haven't been able to start LOL yet. But I'm done with this. Oh, does it say 100%? Oh, it doesn't say. That's weird, it doesn't say. Yeah, I beat that already. I beat that a while ago. Yeah, if you want to find out like when I beat random junk or, you know, whatever random stuff comes to mind, you can follow me on Twitter. It's the same handle, Extrmwill. I tweet stuff out on there every once in a while. I don't tweet out a whole ton because honestly, like, not that many people follow me. I don't know anybody who really follows anybody on Twitter or reads any of it. I mean, pretty much everybody I know on Twitter really just, you know, is there because they're thirsty just to promote their own stuff. So, yeah, let's hope I didn't screw this up like I did the last one. And I think I did still the screens right. So if you like this, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, it's just too much of me babbling and talking on and on about stuff you don't really care about, then, you know, I don't know, don't watch the channel. Fuck off. So, yeah, I guess we'll stop there. Work starts slowing down. I'll probably start doing more live streams. Probably looking for maybe doing more than just MCOC, hopefully. I think current state of the game. I probably should throw some current state of the game in there. So I was going to do that too. I don't know how long I'm at. Oh man, I'm half an hour already. Over half an hour. Current state of the game, you know, it's fun. There's a lot of stuff that I'm just not doing that I'm not going to do in the current state of the game. I'm not going to do dungeons because I don't care. I went back to a little bit easier alliance, you know. Same guys exactly I was with a year ago. We're in a different alliance now, but same guys I was with a year ago. So, you know, fun group of guys to play with. Just because I want to try to have more fun, you know. You know, I'll deal with the less rewards. Just run people over, just stack up MVPs if I can. Yeah. Also say, yeah, dungeons I'm not doing. Arena I'm barely doing. I mean, I like that they added the 5-star arena in. I think it's cool that it, you know, makes some of the other arenas more accessible and easier for, you know, players who are trying to come up and build, that you guys don't have to try to hit, you know, 17 or 18 million in the 4-star featured arena to get the new champs. Because, I mean, those numbers are just insane. There's no reason for stuff to be going that high, you know. I don't even care who it is. I think Blade's worth 18 million for a 4-star. And I think Blade's probably worth doing just about everything you can do. He may be worth doing like 10 or 12 million in there, though. Probably. Iceman. Probably also worth it. But, you know, any premium hero Crystal can give them to you, so, you know, it's cool though having the 5-star arena. I don't think I'm ever going to get real far in it, just because I think, you know, gold has become a giant issue in the game, and I have tons of other resources, but I don't have any gold. I don't have any ISO 8 because I don't have any gold, because I have to keep selling all of my ISO 8 to get gold, so I got, you know, it's hard enough getting all the rest stuff I need to rank everybody up, and now I just can't rank anybody because I just can't rank anybody. It's too much work. So, I don't know. Game's fun. I don't want it to be the only game I'm playing, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get in some fancy computer game. I don't know though, looking around, computer games have changed too. I may just do a complete separate video of this stuff. This talk plenty long enough. So, I don't know. You guys like it, hit the like button. You don't like it, you know, whatever. Hit the dislike button. Yeah, you know, I'll start live streaming more soon, so take it easy, guys. See you next time.